This store has some Star Trek seasons. Enterprise, $8 each. Not sure how much these are. Maybe $2 each. Next Generation. I've got the whole series of that for $1, so don't need that. So that was the Salvation Army family store. Those Star Trek seasons were cool, but I generally don't pay more than $5 a season for things. Got a lifeline there now. Found these old movie books, which look pretty cool. I'm gonna pick up these ones. They just look really nice. Give them a read. This store seemed to have mostly the same stuff as they had before. But if you're looking for The Hangover Part 2, brand new sealed, I think I can help you with it. Hey guys, Sigma House here, welcome to another video. We're filming one at later day today. It's a Friday. The sun is setting, so I'm hoping, because we have the ring light and the main light for the room on, that the lighting should be pretty good. I noticed in my last video there was glare on the cases, so I figured out I have to kind of turn it like this or like this. And if I turn it towards myself, I don't think there's any glare, so we're going to test that out. So yeah, let's get to the pickups, what you want to see. Hope you enjoyed the game hunting footage. I tried to get as much as I can, trying to film longer clips. Yeah, we've got some pretty good stuff here, some nice stuff to watch, some stuff for the collection, and even some stuff to resell as well. First up is going to be in the resale category. We have, these were all from Brown's Plains. I believe I went there on a Monday. Mostly different stores. I believe this was from the Salvos. We have Amadeus. I like the song. I've never actually watched this movie. I know it's about, is it Mozart? Antonio Salieri is maddened with envy after discovering that the divine musical gifts he desires for himself has been bestowed on the baldy, impish Mozart. Okay, that's that. Donovan's Reef, these are all $1 each. So I looked this one up, it has a bit of value, so I thought I'd pick it up. Stargate, I usually get 10 to 12 for this one, so worth picking up if you see it on the cheap. And one I want to sit down and watch, this was $2. 5 Children in It and The Return of It from 1991 and 1993. I never watched these as a kid, they were just a little bit before my time. And I believe my mum would have looked at something like this and thought, that looks really stupid, I don't want to buy that for my son. But Catherine has a memory of it apparently, or her uncle does. She was telling me. I figured, I'll pick it up. It's a cool little box set there, pretty cool. Give it a watch. From the cash converters to a video game here, they only had one game I wanted, and it was just sitting there. $2 for a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I just sold a copy of this in the Steelbook for $30, so I'll list this one up for maybe $25 and see if it sells. Disc is mint. It's a nice clean copy actually, very nice. Yeah. For whatever reason, the other Call of Duty games didn't hold their value, even though they were just as popular as Black Ops 2, but Black Ops 2 holds its value, it does. Found some DVDs in the Lifeline, $2 each. I already watched this one. They're all Star Trek. Star Trek First Contact, I've really been digging my Star Trek lately. Been watching it when I can. I want to get into the other series as well, but I've only been watching The Next Generation so far. So Star Trek First Contact, which I sat down and watched. It's about the Borg going back in time. It's interesting. It's not really a Star Trek thing. It's very actiony. Uh, there's a subplot where they're trying to convince a drunk to go into space because he's like a really important part of history. He discovers how to do the warp drive to go faster than the speed of light. But other than that, it's just like a straight action movie, which feels very strange. It's a little bit surreal to see all of these characters you know as being kind of calm, collective, or they all have collected thoughts. They don't act out of irrationally, and they're just action stars in this one. Star Trek Generations, which was the first Star Trek The Next Generation movie. I haven't watched it yet. I look forward to sitting down and watching it. And Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. I know the original Star Trek movies are hit or miss. The first one's not very good. I think the second one is very good. The third one isn't very good. This one, I think the fourth one is very good. They're kind of alternating between being very good and not very good. And it's from 1984, so I think they're going to be pretty old in this one. I think there's one where they all meet as well, the Next Generation and the original cast, isn't that right? And I went to another op shop, the One World op shop, which is usually, it used to be really good. Now it's just fine. I think Brown's Plains, from what they were telling me in the One World op shop one time, gets hits up by resellers. You know, a bunch of retro games and resellers go through it at least 3 times a week, they were telling me. They were telling me these guys are here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if something good comes in, we put it out on Tuesday, Thursday. Those would be the days to come in. But otherwise, these guys are here as soon as the door opens. I did find a couple of DVDs for $1 each. We have The Crush here. Seems to be worth a little bit. Looks interesting. Anyone I know in it? Oh, Carrie Yules from Princess Bride. Interesting. And Fandango. With Kevin Costner. This one was brand new sealed, that's why I bought it. Otherwise, I probably would have left it there. It seems to have a bit of value, brand new sealed. So I picked this stuff up from a local op shop near me in Goodna. The Lifeline there. These are pretty cool to find. I don't have much interest in these as shows, so I'm just going to resell them. They do resell for a little bit. They were $1 each for American Horror Story, the complete 6th season on Blue Rizzle. I saw someone else, he had a copy of Without a Trace, one of the later seasons, and I thought, if I was a few minutes earlier, that could have been mine. Oh well, I did get these. American Horror Story, Occult, the complete 7th season. Now the way these work, they're all American Horror Story, the same series. But, they have different names for each season. So season 7 is called Cult. Season 6 is called Roanoke. And from my understanding, they all have their own kind of, like overarching story for the season. And there's usually like 10 or 11 episodes. It would be interesting to get into one time. I've just heard such mixed things about the series. I think I tried to watch the first season, and one of the main characters was like a really bitchy lesbian, and I just thought, I don't really want to watch this right now. So I didn't. I did find some books too. Someone else had a sci-fi book as well, but they got it after I looked at it, so I don't really care. Some of these... Yeah, 2 of these are $4 and 1 of these are $3. They're just really cool looking. They're not worth anything. Encyclopedia of Horror. The old Frankenstein monster on there. That's really cool. Really, really cool. Oh, we have Horrors, a history of horror movie with Nosferatu there. What was it? Count Olaf? Is that it? Really cool. Cool back cover too, nice. These are fun to flick through. and the Encyclopedia of Science Fiction. This is more about novels and science fiction literature, but I do enjoy reading science fiction literature. You know, whenever I find it at the op shops, I do pick them up. You just don't see them a lot anymore. Because a lot of them are from like the 60s, 70s, and you just don't find a lot of those books anymore. It's like an old version of Darth Vader there. Like a stormtrooper and War of the Worlds. Really cool. Really cool. I went to the tip shop last Saturday, had a quick look around. We were there a few minutes after it opened, maybe like 15 minutes. I don't know if I missed anything. I didn't see anyone with any DVDs or video games walking around. So I assume they just didn't have a whole heap of a lot. We grabbed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe they gave me all of these for $15. So one video game here, Grand Theft Auto 5. Nice condition, I just need to swap out the case. Looks like a kid had a chew on it or something, I don't know. But that one's always a good one to get. One CD, Wild World of Sports, The 12th Man. It's not just cricket. It's not just cricket, folks. That one sells for a little bit. And all the rest of these DVDs are to watch and then to sell. Well, some of them are just to sell. Home and Away Weddings. Go for a little bit. This was brand new, that's why I bought it. Don't know if it's worth anything. Greatest Cities of the World with Griff Rhys Jones. Never heard of it. I'm honestly not a big fan of cities, unless they're really classic, so I probably won't be watching that. Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. I guess they found Spock. Guess I don't have to watch the third one now. I already know what happened. Brand new, William and Mary, Series 1. Don't know if I looked that one up, I'm not sure. 2-movie collection, this has one I haven't seen. Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I thought that was worth picking up. 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray here for Aquaman. Not bad to find in the tip shop for 4K. This was complete. Had the Aquaman Blu-ray plus the 4K. I'll list that up. That'll probably sell for a decent amount, maybe 15. Darkstalker, brand new sealed. I want to give this one a watch, but I don't usually open brand new DVDs if I plan to sell them, so I'll probably just sell it. Wait until I find a used copy. I want to find the second one, because I know that's the one where the guy wrestles the woman from Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. I want to see that one. Heartland, the complete 14th series. This does have a little bit of value, maybe $15, $20. These Heartland shows. I think this might be an Australian show. ABC DVD. On a Canadian broadcasting. Maybe it's not, I don't know. It's brand new sealed. And what I've sold before, for a little under $15, we have Kes. It's a pretty good movie, worth watching. We did get one CX order in the mail. I have a Wii U game here that I didn't have. I quickly looked through my Wii U games before. I think I saw someone recommend this somewhere, maybe on a YouTube video, and so I quickly checked my collection. I didn't have it, so I checked CEX. They wanted $90 for this, but I have credit for days, hundreds and hundreds of dollars that I'll never get around to spending, so I thought I'd treat myself to a copy of Paper Mario Color Splash. I've actually really been enjoying the Paper Mario game on the Nintendo 64. I have it on my phone. I've just been playing it during like my lunch breaks or whatever, or whenever I have a moment free to do it. And I thought it was if someone's recommending the Wii U version, I'll give this a go as well. I understand it's not an RPG like the Nintendo 64 or the GameCube version. Alright, the last lot of stuff here I got just a couple days ago. I did the rounds of Goodner again. I figured it had been a week, so I'll go and have a quick look. And we actually found some decent stuff. A couple of video games even. So the first place we went was at Salvo's we usually go to. We usually grab a thing of free bread from there as well. Don't tell anyone. But we got 2 video games here and 1 DVD. They only charged me for 2 of these because the guy took one look at this and said, "Oh, we can't sell stuff that's MA15+, so you can just have this." Very nice of him. For $4 total, we have a DVD here. Christmas Incorporated. I like Hallmark movies. I know they're not good, but they kind of present life as this nice thing. So, like something. I like Hallmark movies because issues within the movies can be resolved without stupid things happening. You know, they're kind of grounded in that way. That they're not real. It's not reality. It's not reality, but they're handling things as a reasonable adult would handle them. It's hard to say. It's hard to describe. I just like them. They're fun. Brand new video game here, Infamous on the PlayStation Triple, PS Triple even. Brand new sealed. Check that out. It's got a seal on it from the place that was selling it. Wow Sight and Sound. Fuck, they're not around anymore. But I had a quick look underneath, and it actually does have the original seal still on there. So they've sealed over a seal. Double seal. So yeah, I'm going to chuck that in my collection unless somebody wants it. I don't know what it's worth. But if somebody wants it, they can have it for the right price, I guess. I know an open copy is worth its weight in, I don't know, peanuts, but maybe that one's worth a bit more. For the PlayStation 3, Leisure Suit Larry. This is the one he gave me for free. Box office bust. I remember this game. It's absolutely horrid. I have to check my copy because this is actually a really nice, clean copy. This is probably in better shape than my one. So let's do that right now. I've got my games organized now. Check it out, there's my copy. My copy has the manual and a good disc. This copy has the manual and a good disc. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter which one I keep. So those are some good finds from there. I forgot to ask them if they had any more video games, but I did remember to ask at the next place. In the Lifeline in the Goodna area, I found this movie I wanted to watch. Robert Pattinson, Haunted Airman. Robert Pattinson is actually a pretty good actor. I really liked him in that Lighthouse movie, even if I didn't really understand what was going on. So I want to check out some of his older movies, see if they're any good. That was $2. This was also $2. I went up to pay for that, and I saw this sitting kind of to the side of the guy at the register, and I asked him, "Hey, is that for sale?" And he said, yeah, of course. $2 for this as well. And I said, "You got any more?" And he said, "Oh no, we had a lot earlier today, but someone came in and bought them, all of them except for this one." And, you know, if this was what he was leaving behind, I'd love to see what he was taking, because he left behind a 3DS copy of Yoshi's New Island. Nintendo selects, but, you know, when it's on the shelf, who can tell? Who is the wiser? I've not played this one. I hear it's alright. It seems to be a thing with the Yoshi games. They're generally not well loved. Mario World 2 is beloved. You know, Yoshi's Island, but then all the other Yoshi games are not liked. Because I remember Yoshi's Story on the Nintendo 64, not well liked. This one, not well liked, but for $2, you're not going to leave behind any first-party Nintendo game. Not on the 3DS. Probably not on anything, really. Other than that, I was feeling pretty happy after that, so I went to the Pennywise and I spent a little bit of money, not a lot. I grabbed on the DV-Dizzle, 95 cents, Casablanca. He actually gave me this one for free. Very nice fella there. If you're ever at the Goodna Pennywise, talk to the short guy with hair like mine. He's really friendly, very knowledgeable on his movies, his video games. He watches the people online like I do. He was showing me, he watches Critical Drinker. He was watching this video game review channel that he really liked. He was showing me the clips. So I was telling him I remember this game coming out and not getting good reviews. He said, oh yeah, usually sometimes they get bad reviews, but they're still pretty good. Sometimes they get good reviews and they turn out to be rubbish, like Cyberpunk. And so for $14.95, well, I'll give it a go. For a PlayStation 4 horror game that I did not have, did not come out that long ago from my memory. 2020, just a couple of years old. We have Blair Witch. I remember this coming out. I remember seeing it in EB Games, kind of a sudden release. Just it was there one day, and I looked at it and thought it looked really fun. And I looked up how long it was. It was only like a 3.5 hour long game, so I thought, well, I don't want to pay $70-$80 for this. But if I find it for under $15 one day, I'll pick it up. So for $15, I've grabbed it. Explore the cursed forest in first person. Confront your fears. Your loyal dog by your side. Oh, I think that sold me on it, eh? If you got a dog, you gotta get it. Yeah, that's that. That is all of the things I have to show for this video. Hopefully I'll have more next week. I have to list this stuff and sell it. I still haven't listed the stuff from last week. I've been very lazy, very bad. But I've actually been doing like a pretty big sale on my eBay store. A lot of my DVDs have gone down to $7.99. A lot of my older video game stock I put half price, and heaps of stuff has been selling. Not for great amounts of money, but it is nice just to get rid of old stock. I figure most stuff I pay between $1 and $3 for, so if I get $8 for it, even after shipping and fees and stuff, I'm still making a couple bucks, and a couple dollars is better than taking a hit on it. It's better to make a couple of dollars than to lose $1, Yeah. Alright, see my house, bidding you guys farewell. Hope you guys have a good one. Hold on.